Hello YouTube, this is 14SilverX, and yet I have another problem with my computer. My hard drive failed on me, and I do not want to have to open up my computer to get the old data. And a new version of GameMaker came out, so I've been having a fun time, let's just say, trying to get all my files and the new GameMaker and the standard edition using my license key, and oh, it it was an adventure. Um, so, and to some of you, this will be your first episode for the game making club that I'm running at a high school. So I'm running that. So this will be the first episode on Game Maker. So, to those of you who have seen my other episodes, you'll have to wait for a while until we catch up to where we were. I believe we're on making bosses. So just bear with me, and if you have been having problems in using GameMaker, then watch these, and I'll try to, maybe help you by through these new videos. So let's get started. First, you want to download the new version of GameMaker by going to www.yoyogames.com, and they have changed their website, and to be honest, this doesn't look as user-friendly as the other one. I mean, I don't think we can even post our games anymore. Maybe. Let's see. Publish. I'm not sure. But let's first download the game. So this is the standard version. The standard version you have to buy, and this just shows you the features in it. So you don't get 3D graphics. You don't get any of this stuff. But if you do buy it, you get all this. And the GameMaker watermark, that means whenever somebody or you open or run your game, it'll say made with GameMaker. When you buy GameMaker, the game is automatically yours. So the GameMaker icon goes away and it is your game. So unless you don't want to buy this standard edition, you want to download the light edition. So you just download that, and you go through the download process, and then you have GameMaker. So then you open up GameMaker, and it'll tell you if you want to use advanced mode or upgrade. Just say no, but you do want to be in advanced mode. So when you finally get here, go to File and make sure your advanced mode is checked. Alright, so this is the screen you will see when you start GameMaker. It just shows all this news. Before it was just blank. This sort of makes it better. So up here is your tools. This is new game, open game, save game, basic stuff. This will make a executable file or exe, publish on the website. I don't know how that works anymore because it's a different website. Usually you just make your own profile. This is how you run your game. This is how you run your game in debug mode. Basically, it gives you the option to stop and pause your game at certain places. Excuse me. This is to create a new sprite. So if you click on that, you're now in the sprite editing screen. We can get rid of that. Sprite editing screen. You can load a sprite that you've made through like Paint, maybe Fireworks. You can save a sprite to use in another game or send it to somebody else. Or you can edit a sprite to create a new one. Here's your sprite editor screen. Here's your new sprite. Open a sprite from a file. So you can make a new sprite, choose the dimensions of it, and then to edit it you can just double click it, and this should be self-explanatory. So you like put all the checks, your name. So that's how you make a sprite. This is your sound. You can load sounds like music. Now remember, if you make your own game and you're going to sell it, make sure you give credit to music and all that. You don't want to be caught with copyright infringements. I have not experienced that yet, and I hope I don't. You can also save sounds to use them in other games. Some sounds won't work as well. It just, I don't know. I don't know if it's increased. I haven't really tried it too much. So that's your sound. And if you want to make your own music, I suggest downloading Anvil Studio. I'll have that in another video for music. This is your background. It's the same thing as the sprite, except it just gives you a little background right there. You can change the dimensions of your background. So you can resize your canvas, etc., etc. This is a path. We won't be going over this stuff. This stuff is more advanced. This is the object. This is the most important part of your game, because this is the stuff that will be shooting, moving, jumping, etc., etc. And this is your room, which I guess is also important because this is the screen the player will see. Now, for those of you who are in the club, we may or may not have upgraded to 1.8 yet, so you will still have 8.0. And to move around, you have the scroll bar, so that's self-explanatory. For those of you who have 8.1, you use the middle mouse button to move this around. If you don't have a middle mouse button, then your mouse must be really old, and you have to use control something or other. Oh yeah, control and space, and then use the left click and you can move it around. So anything that's in this area, that's what's going to be on the screen. So if you run your game, your screen is that gray area right there that we saw. So your game is here, and you can turn the grid off to see what it looks like. So this is your room. This is where you put your backgrounds. Yippee. Your objects that we have. And your sound and sprites have to deal with the objects. So this is the basic interface of GameMaker. Yeah, don't forget to save your game. And what I like to do is when I save a game, I put capital GM after it to show that it's a GameMaker file. And then when I make it into an executable, I just take away the GM so it's the final version. That's just me. I don't know if you want to do that or not, but just a suggestion. So yeah, this is the new GameMaker 8.1. I have the standard. I'll be trying to use I'll be trying to stay away from the standard for the first projects that we will be doing in the club. And yeah, watch the next video for what we'll be covering on the probably the second day of the club, which we'll be starting to make the game.